No. Off the top of your head, how many team building activities do you know?
I know like 4 really good ones, and
No,
everything else
good
is
ones.
a reach. But the best ones you're gonna play are tallest tower, and
Always tallest tower.
yeah, and other tower building things like the spaghetti and marshmallows. You're probably gonna play telephone together. Telephone's a good one, but it depends on how many people you have in NHL. My favorite is tallest tower.
Tallest tower. Oof. All right, so I bet you thought this stream would never happen, but we have HR. We're just going to be referring to her as HR. If you have questions for HR, now's your chance. You're never this is a once in a lifetime opportunity right now. I didn't think that this stream would happen.
Me neither.
So if you got if you got questions for HR, now's your chance. Watching the premiere. Brom, what's up? All right, so question number 1. So I have a bunch of questions, right? This is new, right? 3 feet away.
May or may not be entirely accurate. I feel like I should say that.
All right, well, she's got years of experience in HR. And so I had to ask a bunch of questions. So I'm going to let you guys ask a bunch of questions. How'd you get an HR lady? It was bribery.
We met at the gym.
My wife is in HR. Yeah, I met at the gym.
Oh, what's up, HR lady? Cool.
I want to hire the right HR person. What's the best way to structure a resume? You got to put this away, and then you got to get a little closer.
Start with your most relevant information for your work history. Don't include anything menial, like if you worked at a restaurant or if you worked like at a grocery store. Just put anything relevant to the job you're applying to.
What if they don't have any experience?
If you don't have any experience, well, I don't want to tell you to fake it, but
I'll tell you to fake it. I'll tell you to fake it. Don't worry about it.
No, there's everything. You can find something that you did relating to it. Like, I'm sure that you've created something yourself or you've helped your friends with something. That's all you need to put on there.
What's your okay, here's some good questions. Well, we got a lot of questions. Holy moly.
Oh, no.
Okay, here's a good question. How do you know someone's about to get fired?
Everybody knows they're about to get fired.
But how do you know?
Out of nowhere. Because the manager brings it to you. Everybody thinks it's HR, but we don't usually know you. It's the manager is going to bring it to our attention. We're going to say, hey, document that. They're going to document as much as they can. They're probably going to give you some warnings. And then one day you'll get a random meeting on your calendar. It says, show up to this room for an update or a touch base or something very generic, and you'll show up and there will be your boss and me.
Yeah, why do you have to come?
We're there to give you next steps and to support
Next
your manager.
steps.
Your manager is going to say, hey, peace out. This is probably the reason why. It'll be very vague. And then we'll be the one who says, very sorry, here's your, actually probably won't even say
Are
sorry.
online
I don't
courses
think we can say sorry.
certified, taken seriously?
Yeah. I mean,
Would you take a Udemy certificate as education?
yeah.
Would you?
I mean,
I feel like I would get laughed
it would
at.
be something as long as you have, like, if you don't have anything else, put whatever you have on there. But like, University of Phoenix or something like that. Can I see that? I'm gonna be like,
Why do HR post jobs for entry level but require 3 years experience?
oh, we don't. That's an ask, and usually it's your manager who writes those. The manager hiring that position wants that, but that's not.
Okay, let's be clear. She hasn't done HR for like every job.
Not for every job.
Is the hiring process a good reflection of the company?
I mean, that's a reflection of your recruiters usually.
Does HR have any value?
Well, for the business, we keep them from getting sued. We're the ones who know the employment law. Otherwise, we're here to help you too, but only bleeding hearts like my kind, probably.
Dan's got a good question. What's up with the culture index? Questionnaires when hiring people. Seems like that takes priority over merit. So, like, why do they do little personality tests? Like, would you steal? Like, who's gonna put yes?
Well, I feel like that is mostly just it's like insurance for the business. Like, we asked you that, you said no, but also that's not going to usually take precedence over what kind of work you do. Like, yeah, you might be a great person, but also if you can't do the work, what does it matter? It's kind of just a waste of time, if you ask me. That's my opinion. In the places that I've worked.
Can she share what company? I'm not gonna tell you what company she works for, but can we could say that? Hold on, let me mute. Hold on. All right, so she's a HR consultant. So she goes to companies that have crappy HR and makes them better, which would be
I make them
literally
more
the opposite.
Technology advanced. That's what I do.
She's literally the opposite of everything. Well, not really, but she's kind of aware that some of it's kind of a joke. So that's why it's funny. Why do they never give you reasons for getting fired? It's because you can sue, right?
Yeah, legally we don't give you a reason because of that. You can sue if we give you a direct reason. That's usually why. So you're gonna get something really vague, like poor performance or something like that. It all just depends on what the actual. It'll just be really vague, whatever it is. You can ask all you want, but that's all you're gonna get. And then we tell the managers to get up and leave. So then you're left with us.
Do you really call past employers on the resume?
Some jobs do if you're going to be working with kids. They will. But for things like this, we don't usually. Like, what are you going to do? Give us a reference that's going to say, oh, they were an awful employee. They were so bad. Like, why would you do that? So we're not, like, most people aren't going to waste their time calling references unless it's something that, like, your leadership requires or demands.
Right.
Which isn't often.
What industry she work for? She works in technology with developers and stuff. We got Landon with the 4-9. Thank you, dude. When leaving a company, what's the best and safest way to do so when finding another job?
You just be honest, but I wouldn't say anything until if it was me, I wouldn't say anything until I already had another job lined up with an offer letter signed, accepted, and then give it. I wouldn't do anything before. It's not like they're going to retaliate against you because that's a legal issue too, but...
What should you say? What's the specific words that you say to quit a job?
You have to put it in writing. It can be one sentence and say, thank you for the time here. I found another opportunity. This is my 2 weeks notice. You can even just say, hey, this is my 2 weeks notice. Bye. That's it. That's not going to follow you anywhere. You just have to have it in writing for HR purposes, not even for your manager. Your manager, if you just tell them straight up, they're going to tell you to send an email to HR. That's it. That's all you have to say.
Doesn't
matter where you're going. They can ask. You don't have to say where you're going. You don't have to say how much you're making more. You don't have to tell them anything. You can just say, bye, I don't want to work here anymore.
Let's see. I would say, for specific phrasing, I would say, I found a job opportunity I found a job opportunity. Let me put it in corporate voice. I found a better opportunity that better aligns with what I'm looking for in a career. That's what I would say.
If you do that, you're going to have a really long exit interview, and they're going to want to know all the reasons why you're leaving.
Yeah.
But you don't have to answer. That's just for us. Also, that stuff can't be marked. It can't go in your personnel file either. Best practice, anyways. It's not like they won't, but...
Let's see. Did you put any substantial... Oh... So she doesn't do like hiring in that kind of HR. Well, she did. Like you used to do hiring.
Yeah,
but not...
I did generalist, but I wasn't like a recruiter. I just worked with the recruiters.
Okay, so how about answer this? Do the recruiters actually know what they're hiring for?
Some recruiters are not coders. Here's the thing. We are going off of a list that they've told us they want. We can understand it. The recruiters probably have to understand it a little more so they know what they're going. But these are questions given to them by the hiring managers. Most of the time they have done no coding or anything, and we're just looking for what the manager wanted in this position. So if you want to get into like details, they're going to tell you to wait usually until you have to interview with the hiring
But do you think that the recruiters have any idea what they're looking at? Yes or no? It's a yes or it's not a maybe. It's a just.
I wouldn't.
So just no. They don't know what they're hiring for. That's
Some of them do.
That's what we thought.
But no.
Do the whole stream in a corporate voice. Oh, I don't know about that.
I like that idea.
That sounds like a terrible idea. No. What was your degree? Is it like...
My degree is in communication.
So technically you're supposed to be doing radio.
I have half a master's in HR degree, and then I said I don't want to manage.
What does that even mean? Team building?
Yep, that's why I went to learn how to officially team build. Wasn't that supposed to be a part of this deal? We're supposed to do like some team building in order for this to happen.
Oh yeah, we made an agreement that she would only do the live stream if I agreed to do spaghetti noodles and marshmallows. Which no.
So that's coming soon.
No. Has she worked for any Fortune 100 companies?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yes.
That's all I can say.
That's all you can say?
Yeah.
Okay. Can she explain the necessity for a college degree? You don't need one. I was told by another HR there are liability issues if you don't have a degree.
No, that's ridiculous. In fact, I've seen that firsthand. Totally switched industries, careers, everything. Taught themselves how to code, and then got hired at a major technology company. I guess I can't say what it is, but
Team building exercises with Josh. When? No, dude. If we're doing team building exercises, I'm getting my dad.
Team building. See, they want it.
No, they want to watch me suffer.
No, they want. Yeah, exactly. That's the joy we get out of team building too.
Wow.
It is literally.
Are you two getting married? No, we're not. How does one hire an HR? How does
the gym together though?
Yeah. How does HR hire HR?
Well, it usually
who
is a
hired
team
you?
of all of us. My HR lady hired me. My HR manager.
And who hired her? How far does this go?
It's usually so when you're hiring HR, usually it's like collective of all of the HR groups. And then you might have like, depending on the size of your company, you might have like a meeting with their founder or CEO or whatever if they want to make an appearance. But usually it's just a collective HR experience, and then they all decide if they like you or not. It's pretty much how they hire us. Like,
6 feet radius, please. Yeah, this is fine.
sorry.
What do we got? Should we change jobs during a recession? I mean, I don't know. I'd be very. It depends on what your job is.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You gotta change jobs when there are jobs. If you find one, I would always recommend being available for new opportunities. Don't ever shut yourself off because, oh, I like this job, I like this company, they're so great. No, if you find a better job, go to it. Like, you think you like your coworkers, but there's always gonna be new great coworkers. And if there's not, find another one.
Here's $5. Buy the noodles, buy the marshmallows.
Yes.
No.
No. They
Wait. No. Off the top of your head, how many team building activities do you know?
I know like 4 really good ones, and everything else
good
is
ones.
a reach. But the best ones you're gonna play are tallest tower, and
always tallest tower.
Yeah, and other tower building things like the spaghetti and marshmallows. You're probably gonna play telephone together. Telephone's a good one, but it depends on how many people you have in NHL. My favorite is tallest tower.
Tallest tower. Oof.